have good news for you. You will win. It's been written.
I am what I am by the grace of God. As long as that grace does not fail, Satan will never win.
This revival you see will not be aborted.
It's going to be a shocking, and your banks are about to be sold. Your banks are about to be sold. And watch out, the most shocking part of it. As soon as your bank is being sold, people that will buy your bank will not be citizens of this country. Go and put it there. Put it there. Write it down. Take your biro and begin to pencil it down. Your banks are going to be sold. Most of your banks will be sold to people. And the people who are going to buy your bank are not citizens of the country. They are going to bring billions of dollars, and their representative will come into the country to buy up your banking system. And when your banking system is bought up, it will be a propelling strategy to now begin to propel the people to now have what's called a more digitized system of payment. And this digitized system of payment, people are going to now begin to wonder, oh, teles transfer, wire transfer, swift transfer, and all of these things. You are going to begin to hear different kinds of transactions that will now cause what's called buying up all your financial institutes. The moment you begin to see what's called buying up all your financial institutes, you know that the time is near. And the essence of buying up your financial institute is not just because of profit. It is because of what's called orderliness and sequencing and details, and what's called data collection, and what's called sequencing of the people. And it will get to a point that most of you and all your resources are already in the banks. You will have all your landed document in the bank. You'll have all your receipt of whatever you have bought in your house in the bank. You'll have what's called your details, your date of birth, the very day you are born, the BVN, the NIN, the whatever that make up you. You will have all of them in the bank. And what all of them are going to play out is what's called the data collection. Data collection is not just collection for collection's sake. It's a collection in accordance with what's called the meeting that took place right there in the space where even the people that are president could not be able to attend. If I begin to mention the people I saw there, all their faces are before me. All their faces are before me. But we must pray. We must pray. Whatever will be a problem to humanity, God will not allow. We'll continue to pray. Nigerians are crying and saying, hey, they change our president, change this, do that, hunger, klinko, keniko. What you are seeing is a tip of iceberg. What you're seeing is you should thank God for the man that you have as your president now, because he will do his best, but the worst is coming. Oh God, except Nigeria will come together and discuss their way forward so that everybody will have their own share in their hand. When you have your share in your hand, your eye can be on your share. Your eye can be on what you have. It will not be something that you said you have, but what you said you have, you don't know who is in charge of what you have. What you said is yours, you don't know who is in charge of what is yours, because everything that Nigeria says they have does not belong to them. It belongs to people outside. People who are not in Nigeria, who are not Nigerians, are the people that own everything that you think you have. You talk about your mineral resources, you don't own them. You talk about your land, you don't own them. You talk about your water, you don't own them. You talk about the air you breathe here, you don't own them. You talk about the sun that come out, you don't own them. Even your neighbor, you don't own them. I am not speaking with a human mind. I'm speaking as a prophet of God. If you want me to talk to you as a human mind, after the prophecy, you can talk to me to talk with you with the human mind. I am in the spiritual world right as I'm speaking to you, because I am seeing everything that is going on right there in the realm of the spirit, right there in the space where it's beyond where human are able to access. Go and write today's date. The document of what is going on in the space will soon appear, and everybody will see it all. Everybody will see it all. You have to pray for America. You have to pray for the world in general. You have to pray the prayer, because people that want to do something about the destiny of the earth have prepared themselves. They are waiting. The only thing that is remaining that will stop whatever need to happen now is what's called the election of America that is forthcoming. This is the only reason why the meeting and the agenda of what took place in the space cannot be carried out immediately. But immediately after the election of America, something will begin to happen, and you begin to wonder. You begin to ask yourself, how manage? What is this? What's the meaning of this? It will be a shocking shocker to everybody. Major prophet of God, you will only say what you see in the spirit. I'm not here to talk human mind.
So, guys, you heard what Possibility has to say, and this is very disturbing news to hear, honestly, because he says that a lot of bank will be sold to a lot of foreigners and all that, people that are going to get hold of our details, something like your BVN, your NIN, and a whole lot, and to collect your data, image. And for those of you that all your documents are in the bank because you're scared of your wife that one day you not go and cheat, then she'll sell or take your documents, sell all your properties and all that, and you go to the bank to hide them, your birth certificate, your certificate, anything that concerns you, they are all in the bank, not just your money. I know that bank, they say, is one of the safest places to save documents and all that, but they say that some certain kind of people are coming to this guys to buy a lot of banks in Nigeria. As you know, it's happening already. Some banks are folding up, governments are closing them, but this is the agenda of these people, and this is what they are about to do. So please, I beg of us to just do all we can. Anything, it's not everything you put in the bank. Some things that you feel like you can take out of the bank, please do so. And he says that in the realm of the spirit, he saw that people went into space to consult a meeting, and this meeting, some presidents were not in attendance, because the agenda that is about to go down, it requires some top people in the society, and there are some things they want to do to the world. They are patiently waiting for United States election, which is coming up in November, to take place before they will know how to commence and all that. And I urge us to pray. It's not everything or every prophecy you come across or you stumble upon you take for granted. Some people will say that you people like to bring all these fake prophets and all that. Please, I urge you, if you have been following Possibility TV for a very long time on YouTube and Facebook and so on and so that, you see that all the prophecies he give, majority of them comes to pass. And there are some that he says that we should pray against it greatly, because there are some of these prophets, they say things that God has actually revealed to them, and it comes to pass. And it's yet for us, if we don't want it to happen, it's yet for us to pray against it, so that some of all these disturbing prophecies don't come to pass. Because what is coming here, we should forget about the hungers and everything. And then there is another thing. He says that Nigeria should be thankful for the president they have right now, which is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And I know a lot of people will be like, this man of God, you don't even have one mouth. You don't have, your mouth is here. But there are some things. See, Tinubu can be so bad in other aspects, but there are some things that he's putting in place that you and I don't understand, because it's not known to us, or he doesn't make it to the news and all that. He's trying his best. Everybody is trying their best. To be a Nigerian alone, you are trying your best. And this thing that is coming is going to affect everybody. It's not just going to affect one-sided people or one side. It's going to affect all of us. So let's pray against it. Let's pray, because it's not everything you come across on social media you take for granted. Social media is there to create awareness and for you to know what is happening in the world. That is just one thing you need to know, my dear brothers and sisters. Then there's another thing he talks about, that majority of our mineral resources in Nigeria are not longer owned by us Nigerians again. And I believe and I agree with that, because there are some things you are seeing, they are just calling name, using one NNPC this, NNPC that as face of this. Some of them they have sold it. The money Nigeria owe China, if they tell you how much you as a Nigeria you owe foreign countries that they have borrowed, because the money, the debt you are hearing, they borrow how many $1 million, how many $1 trillion. You think is for them alone? They have packed your money and go and hide it. So you, if care is not taking you individual like this, you are owing China over 2 to 5 million to how many million, 20 million naira. If care is not taken, if you calculate it, because some of us, we don't read news, we don't analyze things ourselves, we don't make research to even know what is happening within us. All we want to, we know when we go to market, they say pepper is no longer 100 naira, is 500. We start complaining. They give us 9 seed of pepper. That is what we are good at. We bring our phone, we record it. But things that are meant for us to know, we don't know. We ignore it. We give a deaf ear to it. But that is not how to live life. Try to learn how to make research. If not for the world, at least the country you are living. Even though not the country you are living, the state you are living. If it's not the state you are living, the street you are living, the environment you are living, try to ask or make 1 or 2 inquiries to know what is surrounding your environment and your premises, so that you don't fall into the wrong side. So that is one thing I want us to know. Please learn the habit of making research to know and how to go about things, so that when prophets come to speak, you don't see it as fake. So guys, that is just what I want to share with you people. And please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly pause this video, subscribe, comment, like, share with family and friends so that you don't miss out on any of our content. And please don't forget to turn on the post notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you. Thank you for always supporting us, and thank you for always tuning in anytime we post a new video. God bless you. Bye for now.
I have good news for you. You will win. It's been written.
I am what I am by the grace of God. As long as that grace does not fail, Satan will never.
This revival you see will not be aborted.